Okay, so I've got my first NPC all lined up. So this is how it happened. They put on the group that they needed people to give information early one morning. Now, basically they want the players to interact with them and get some sort of trade for the information. So you could duel them or have riddles, puzzles, you can make them go collect things, whatever you want, right? Complete freedom to get creative and have fun. So I'm only going to be this character for about 2 hours, but I got super motivated, super excited, and I had a really great idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have kind of a voodoo, seer, quite creepy, witch doctor-y sort of character. And her motivation, so when I've got an NPC that I'm playing for a short period of time, if they haven't given me a full backstory, which sometimes they will, I'm just going to, instead of creating a whole big thing, in fact, she doesn't even have a name right now. I might come up with one, but probably not. She'll be really evasive about it. Her name has a lot of power, so she won't give it out to anyone. Problem solved. No name needed. Now, all I need for her is motivation. It doesn't matter who her parents are, where she's from, I have 2 hours and I need to give people information. So, her motivation is she's super, super creepy, she knows a lot of stuff, and she's scared away anyone who even came close to trying to be close to her. So, now she wants to be entertained. It can be singing, it can be dancing, it can be a poem, it can be drawing, anything. But if you displease her, there will be a punishment. So yeah, she definitely has a fee if someone tries to do it halfway, because I am very much against roleplay that's half done, like, yeah, now give me the information. No, I want you to pull out your character. Like, my whole purpose is to make sure they're getting a great roleplay experience. So this is not the kit. I have not got to the kit yet. So what I do, I go on Pinterest and I start finding things that motivate me. Now, there's a couple characters in here, and I start saving it. So for her, I really liked the idea of doing some face paint. So I've got quite a few face paint things here, and I'm going to trial it here with you for the first time. The first thing I'm going to do is I want my hands to be super creepy. I want them to not want to be touched by me. So I'm using one of my favorite things in my kit. No one's paying me for this. I bought this. It was like under $10. It's Myron Charred Ash Powder. So they have these specialty powders, which you'll see me use quite a bit, that are very affordable. They wash off in soap and water. So I only am going to have it on for about 2-3 hours. So I've already put some of that in here. That's the lid to it. I'm very classy. And an old brush I don't use anymore. And I'm going to just start from the tip of my fingers. And I'm going to work my way down. Now, I've just realized I'm making a massive mess on the floor. Thing to note, this is why we test. Also, in between the fingers gets a bit funny, so make sure to spread out your fingers really nicely. I'm just going to keep going. And I want it to streak down my arm a little bit. So that's the first little pass. Now I'm thinking maybe a way to make it stay a bit better, which I'll do on the inside of my hand, is maybe put some sort of lotion or something on there first, or a foundation. So this is why you test it beforehand, and plus I don't want it to be something to take a long time or not be able to remove. I want it to look really streaky, so I'm really trying to get in there and just kind of really go down my, oh, that's a good one, go down my arm a bit. So it's not getting as dark as I want. So let's try on the inside. Now the inside, your palm's going to be a little sweatier anyway, but let's grab some lotion. So now what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to lotion up the inside of my hands, and down my arm, keep it a little wet. I'm going to try again, see how that cakes on. That actually looks really streaky, which I'm liking. No, that's much better. Much, much better. See how light that looks? And then that's already like, that's 2 coats, where the other one has like 10 coats. So there you go. This is why we experiment. So I'm not going to do both arms because I don't want to bore you to death. But I can definitely see how it's going to look. So I'll just do the inside of my hands the way I want them, so you guys can really see the final effect. And again, I want things about her to be a bit repulsive. I want it to be like, you feel uncomfortable. You do not like being here. You will do whatever this person says and GTFO. That's perfect. Oh, I'm so happy with that. So I like the streaking down the arms a little bit and really nice and dark. See, that's a little too light. So I actually just put on some body butter. So it's kind of greasy anyway, it sticks. Keep in mind you will get on other things. So what am I going to do about that? Now that I've got that, I would put a little more on the day and it'll look a little better. So Neutral Set by Ben Nye over the top a little, and that'll hopefully kind of put it in place so it doesn't spread as much. It will dull it a little bit, but we'll see. I'll touch the outside of my hand after putting the setting powder. You can also use baby powder, but I really like using, I'm a big fan of, it wasn't super expensive to be honest, and it goes a really long way. Okay, so that's when I barely touch myself. Before the neutral set, I'm going to touch myself. Haha! Yes! Before neutral set, after neutral set. So a little bit of neutral set's going to go a long way on that. Okay, so the next step is going to be the face. Now, I'm going to take this off. I'm not too sure what her kit will be like yet, but I do want something kind of coming up the neck. So if, sorry, it was the back that I didn't put the set on. That's good, because that's exactly what I want, actually. I'm going to start again with this, and I'm going to go right from the middle, up and down. And I want it to look really streaky. And I forgot what I've just learned, that body butter on there, to really give it something to stick onto. It sticks pretty well, as you can see, but this is just going to make my job easier. I have just put it on the hand that has the neutral set on it, and now it's getting oh, it's actually still okay. It's not perfect, but I thought it'd spread like mad. So I want, especially around here, I want it to go up my face a little. This is not a beauty contest. This is LARP. Get in, get dirty, have fun. That streak's a bit much, but I'll run with it. It's almost like I've got an ash beard. I'm wondering if it'll be better to do it with a cream-based paint or a water-based paint. Actually, I think it might be better with a water-based paint and then use this to texture. So this one I'm going to call a fail for the face and the neck because it's just not doing what I want. I'm going to shower and start again. Okay, so believe it or not, it only took about 5 minutes to get it all off. Look at that. Soap and water. You use a little loofah, it helps it come off a little quicker. I'm now going to go to a water-based palette here. This cost me about 20 bucks, maybe. And it does have really, really good color. So I'm just taking a sponge and ripping it. Oh, that sounds so good. Because I want that rough texture, and I'm just going to be trying to streak on because I want that to be really dark. So here we go. This is just water activated. So I've got my water. It's actually really nice and streaky, but much darker. I'm happy with that. This is, again, the Wolf brand. And the beauty of this, like I said, I'm only doing this for 2 hours. I'll probably have my hair down, so I won't have to do the back at all. Is I need to be able to quickly get in and out of this and into another character. It's part of playing an NPC. You've got so many roles. So I would recommend, I think I'm going to do the neck first on the day, as opposed to the hands. I don't know why I started with the hands. I think I just wanted to see that the effect is what I was looking for. Might even take that up a little bit. So because that's uneven, because I've just pulled, like I've just ripped it, it actually has a good kind of texture that I'm looking for. And again, I don't know what costuming I'm gonna have quite yet, so I might not need to even come this far because it'll probably be covered, or they'll be, yeah. I'm just wearing the corset so you can see, like that's perfect. So this, not so perfect. That's what I want, that nice streakiness. Now I think that's the perfect effect. And then you'll set it. I'll end up setting it with the same stuff. Just some water. Clean up the spots you don't like. Or smear them a little more. I'm liking the smearing as opposed to just, so I'm just lightly touching. Oh, I love it. Back to this. So this is just what I do. I just test it. Very attractive right now. Again, LARPing's not always just gorgeous photos, and even though I do love those. I have some plans for around the mouth, so it's I just imagine she wouldn't care that it's just all kind of smudged. And sometimes getting into a character, it's good for them to have a weird little tick, and I just want her to kind of like something raw, something kind of crazy, because I don't want her to be all there. And then look at reference photos some more to see kind of what they've done differently, because I'm feeling like this looks a little too much like a beard. Nothing against beards, they're just not the look I'm going for. Ah, so they've stopped here. And I think that's probably a really good idea. So, again, beard face, but this is perfect. So I'm just gonna really roughly with this tissue. And actually this is just making me look a little more grimy, so I might take that dirty and just kind of smear it on my face a little. A little more water, a little more paint. And we're just gonna barely flick. Oh, that's better. Not too hard. So I'm almost just coming straight out. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a brush and I'm gonna do some white, because I want it to look really tribal. Again, just using a reference photo. Probably want it a little straighter like this one. I might not do anything like that, but we'll see. I do like the way this looks, and I like the way that I'll probably do them too straight. But again, this is just a test. And then I'm just gonna put some on a finger, and then I just want like, oh, I might do that there as well. Oh, I like it. Perfect, so that's basically it for now. I'll play with it a little more, but at least you get a gist of how I start developing my character. So here it is, and I'll come back with some costuming.